What's up everybody, it's me 64 and today I'll show you how you can make this insane, like really efficient bone meal farm. And now we all know that bone meal has become very important in 1.17 because of course with moss and with drip leaf and many other things, the only way to actually obtain them is by bone mealing. Well, that's the only way to obtain them if you want them in large quantities. Of course, you can buy them from the Wandering Trader, but really the only way to get them in large quantities is to use bone meal. And that really means that bone meal has become even more important than it was already. And with this snazzy bone meal farm, which is pretty compact, as you can see, you'll get roughly 1,080 bone meal per hour, which is a huge amount. Now, I must warn you, if you're like me and you play on a very laggy server, then you might get a bit less. If you build on that server, then you might want to expect around 800 bone meal per hour, which is still quite a lot. It's still a really large amount. Anyway, yeah, so just before we build this, you want to make sure that it is chunk aligned. So as you can see over here with these blocks, I have already aligned my chunks, but you are going to want to make sure that your chunks are already aligned, and you do not want to build this on a chunk border. If you have any questions about that, just ask me in the comments and I will definitely help you out with that. Anyway, I have put my chunk borders over here so we can start building. Anyway, what you are going to want to do right before you build is, of course, gather the materials. I almost forgot that myself. And you'll need 6 sand, 2 sticky pistons, 2 regular pistons, about a stack of solid blocks, and these can be any solid blocks that you want. You'll need 2 slabs. You'll need 4 redstone torches, 9 redstone dust, 1 lever, 1 repeater, 2 water buckets. Now these will not be used to make an infinite water source, but you just need 2 separate water sources. You'll need 6 chests, 4 composters, 4 kelp, 4 white stained glass, and 10 hoppers. Now the white stained glass is optional. As you can see, I have the glass over here, and you can also replace that with solid blocks, but that doesn't look as nice. I mean, I think it looks really nice right here with the glass, so you can sort of look into the farm. Anyway, let's start building this. So to build this, what you want to do is you want to place 3 blocks down, just like that. Then place another 3 blocks like this, 1, 2, 3. Then another 3, 1, 2, and 3. And then 1 more right over there, just like so. Then once you have done that, you can place 2 sticky pistons facing towards this hole you have in the middle, and then 2 sand on the opposite side. Now you definitely want to make sure that there are no blocks over here. That if there are blocks over there, then that farm is going to break. So you want to make sure about that. Anyway, what you can do next is place 6 blocks just like this next to the sticky pistons and the sand. Then you can come to one side. This can be any side you want. Well, one of the 2 sides, so this side or this side. Don't do it at the front or the back. And then place 3 blocks in a triangle formation, just like so. Then what you can do is you can place a lever on top of that block over there, a redstone dust on this block, a redstone repeater just like this, and if the redstone repeater turns this bright red color, then you know you've done it correctly. But if the redstone repeater stays the dark red color, you've done it incorrectly. So you want to make sure that the repeater gets a bright red color, and then place redstone dust under that block. And as you can see, you've just created a redstone clock. This is going to be powering the farm. Anyway, to turn this off right now, you can just flick this switch. Anyway, what you can do next is place 4 blocks, just like this, behind the farm. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then place 2 blocks, just like that, and then remove the bottom one. just like so. Then place 5 redstone dust, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and the 2 sticky pistons should extend. Anyway, then you can place a redstone torch on top of that block, a block on top of that, a redstone torch on top of that again, a block on top of that redstone torch, and then another redstone torch, just like this. And that's a mini torch tower you have right there. Then what you can do is you can place a ring of blocks around this area, just like so. And then you can do the exact same thing again. So do it again. And anyway, you should have a 2D pole right over here. But if you're in survival, don't jump in, because then you won't be able to get out. Anyways, then what you want to do is you want to fill this hole up with sand. So 1, 2, 3, 4 sand, just like that inside that hole. Once you have done that, you can place another ring, but do not place these 2 blocks. So go just like this, and you want to make sure that the blocks you put are going to be on the side of the redstone dust and the torch tower, and that the area where you didn't put the blocks is on the same side as the sand at the front and the lever. Anyways, once you have done that, you can put 2 regular pistons right there, just like so. Then 3 blocks on each side. Then you can come behind and place 3 blocks, just like this. 1, 2, 3. And then place 3 redstone dust on top of those blocks, just like so. Anyways, once you have done that, you can place another ring of blocks around that, just like so. Then once you have done that, you can create the part of the farm which is actually going to do all of the composting. So, or composting, like, I really don't mind what it is. Anyway, you want to place 2 blocks just like this in that location, and then you want to place a double chest in there. You want to place 2 hoppers on top of that double chest, and then behind each hopper another hopper which is going to be funneling into that hopper. So it should look exactly like this right here. So make sure that these hoppers are facing in that direction and that these hoppers are facing down. And don't destroy the chest. Anyway, if you're playing on mobile or on another device, or if you just find it hard to reach, then of course you can break these 2 blocks in front so the chest can be more easily reached. Anyway, next on, you need to crouch, and then on top of each hopper you can place a composter, whatever, just like this. Then on top of each of those, crouch again and place 4 hoppers, just like this. So place a hopper on top of each of those. Then you can place 2 double chests, 1 and 2, so that's 4 chests in total. And you want to make sure that they are just like this. If your double chests are looking like this, it is not going to work. So you want to make sure that they are facing with the side away from the farm. That is very important. Anyways, next thing you can do is come behind these 2 chests over here and break both of these blocks. Then crouch and place a hopper going into both of those chests. Just like that, very, very nice. Anyways, then you can go ahead and grab your glass. Then place 4 of that right on top of here. Now, of course, if you don't want to do the glass, you can also just use the solid blocks. But then you might be thinking, wait, I can't open these chests now. Well, you don't have to, because all the loot from this farm is going to be stored in this chest. And these chests, the only reason that they are there is just so you can save on hoppers. Really, that's just the only reason. So, yeah. You can place your glass anyways. Then you can place 2 more blocks right there. Then you can place 2 slabs right up there, and then you can go ahead and grab your water and then waterlog both of those slabs. Now that's really easy. All you need to do is just right click on the slabs, or if you're playing on mobile, just literally tap on the slabs with your water bucket, and then that will work. Anyway, next thing you can do is hop in the farm and then place 4 kelp. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now you want to place 4 of this kelp, because otherwise for some reason it will not work. I'm not entirely sure why, but you've got to place those. Anyways, the last thing yet you can do is grab some blocks and then place 2 of them over there, just like that. And now your farm should be looking like this. And if it does, if it looks exactly like this, then you are completely finished. Anyways, now I'll show you exactly how to actually use this. So the way you use this is you literally just flick this lever, and then this farm will start working. As you can see, it 0 ticks the kelp, and you are getting a lot of kelp. Where the kelp is going through these double chests over here into these hoppers. The hoppers are composting them, and then the composters create Bonemeal, which gets taken out by these hoppers and gets put into that double chest right over there. And you can just really run this infinitely, as long as you have enough storage space. One thing I will warn you about is that you do need to be pretty close to this farm for it to be able to work. Now, to decide how close you need to be to this farm for it to work, you are going to need to go into settings. Then once you are in settings, right over here, you will see the thing that says the simulation distance. Now, my simulation distance is 10 chunks, but for you it might be 4 chunks or 16 chunks. It can really differ. Anyway, with this, you can actually calculate how far away you need to be from the farm. So what you do is you take your simulation distance, which is 10 chunks. So you grab a calculator, or you just do it from your head. I mean, it's pretty easy math, to be honest. So you take the 10 chunks times 16, which in my case is 160. Then from whatever you have, so for example, if you have 4 chunks, then you just do 4 times 16, which is 64. Then from your number you get, which in my case is 160, you take away 16. And if you take away 16 from 160, you get 144. So that is how much blocks I need to be away. So I can be a maximum of 144 blocks away. Now, I will put this down in the description if it's confusing for you. And if it's really confusing, then just make sure that you don't go too far away from the farm, or it'll stop working. And it'll probably break. Anyway, I'll just repeat it one last time for you guys. It is 60 times your simulation distance, and then that minus 16. Again, this will of course be in the description. Anyway, guys, thank you ever so much for watching this video. If you have any questions, make sure to leave those down in the comment section, and I'll go ahead and answer them. And if you have any suggestions for future videos as well, make sure to let me know in the comment section as well. Anyways, thank you ever so much for watching, and hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.